What is going on, mortals? Immortal T here, and today we're back on some more Immortals Fenyx Rising, a new god, the new DLC. Now today we're going to be covering Athena's Trial of Mystery. I've already covered 3 of the normal trials, so make sure you go and check them out over on my channel if you're stuck on any of them. But this is kind of like a special trial. This is actually got a name, which is a Trial of Mystery, which we're going to be doing together, and is one of the main 2 that we have to complete anyway. So let's just get right to it. So here we are at Athena's Trial of Mystery. Now this is a medium difficulty one, as you can see by the lightning bolts that was just on there. This is all about linked objects, so we're going to spawn them in. I'm just going to show you. So all these boxes are linked together, so if you move this one, it'll move that one. If you move that one, it'll also move that one, and I'm pretty sure there's another box on the other side which is also linked. These are all linked together, and we need to make this big box go onto this heavy pressure plate right here. So we need to navigate through it. So we can't bring it this way, because as you can see, this box is made out of wood and the lasers will break it. So we need to turn off the lasers. Now these other linked ones have also got pressure plates underneath them. So as you can see here, we can't really move this at this present moment in time, but we can move this one. So we want to move this one and try and block that wind. As you can see, that raises that platform up. And now to get around not being able to move these, we can actually move this one back a bit, like so. And then we can come to the other side and move this guy off this pressure plate. So let's do that. So once this box is off this pressure plate, as you can see, the lasers have turned off. And now we can actually move this box all the way. That elevator will go down, but we managed to get this off. Now we just want to bring this box down, so we can continue to move this one. As you can see, that's all the way at the edge there. Now we have to mess around with this one. There is another pressure plate here as well. So we want to try and line this box up with the platform that goes up there. So you can just mess around with these boxes. It's pretty easy to line them up. There we go. And now we want to go back to this one. So we can just move this across, and it should be lined up with everything. So as soon as we block this wind, that will go up. We can then move this box over here. And as you see, it's basically lined up with pressure plate. All we need to do is move this box. Oh, it's actually stuck on something there, is it? So if it gets stuck for any reason, it's usually stuck on something that's strange. So just mess around with these boxes. So let's just move this slightly, and we should be able to move this. Okay, let's push this a bit back that way, then we can move it. There we go. For some reason, there's some kind of weird hitboxes on the objects themselves. If they hit the ground at the edges, for some reason, they just won't move. So just be careful that isn't the case. But that is the first one. Let's move on. These do get harder and harder as we go along. But there are multiple checkpoints. There's also multiple places to heal. But you shouldn't really take any damage on these unless you like hit a laser or something. Okay, now this is a hard one. We got more linked objects here, as you can see. All these boxes that are around are linked to this big one. So we've got, like, I'm pretty sure 4 linked objects. Yeah, first thing we need to do, we need to get this box out. So we need to move it across. Now you can use 2 different ones. You can use this one, and if you put it on this pressure plate right here, as you can see, that will go down and these lasers will be activated. But as it is out, we can just move it across. Like so. Now we also need to turn off these lasers, so let's just bring this one down a bit. Activate this pressure plate, see what happens. So, as far as I know, I couldn't see anything happening. But we really need to get this box past those lasers, and we know what turns the lasers off. It's by moving this box. Just need to be really careful, because you do not want that big box to touch these lasers, because it will break the box and you'll have to start over again. So there we have it. That hasn't really turned off these lasers, but it's turned off the other ones. No, it hasn't. Okay, what we're going to do here, if you're really close to this barrier, all we're just going to push this box a little more this way, so it's off the pressure plate. As you can see, those lasers have turned off now, all of them. So what we're going to do, we're just going to continue to push this box all the way down, because them lasers have deactivated. Boom. And now we need to find a way to get this one down, because that one does come down. So, like I said, you could just mess around with these boxes. You don't have to do nothing special. It is mostly just about trial and error. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this over here, because one of these pressure plates should activate the lift. So maybe this one. We'll just have to see. So we just want to block the airflow from this. That fan should stop. Okay, that's gone up. They've both gone up. So we need to go over to this pressure plate, so we can just push this all the way down. So as you can see, we've actually hit the edge there, but if we can just go over to this side and push this one. Like so. These can be pretty tight fits. So there we have it. Now we can push this up. There we have it. Block that wind, it activates that one. Now we need to push it off there. Like so. Now we need to get that other podium down. So if we unblock the wind, both of them will come down. And when we move this across, like so, it should block this wind and it'll carry it back up. And then we just have to push this across. Wisdom. Like so.
More like wisdom.
So Immortals, keep in mind that there are optional chests that you can get on these trials. As you can see, there is a chest right here. That's the beam alert. I know you can barely see it because of the colours, but there is a chest there, and as you can see, there is an island. If you jump on this jump pad, it's going to take you all the way up to that island there. So I think the optimal thing is to do, when you're halfway through this jump, get your wings out and then glide to it. I'm going to show you exactly how, like this, and then you can just get your wings out and you can just glide straight over to it. Now, as far as I know, this is pretty easy. For some reason, I don't know why, this might be a bit glitched, because you can't actually push these all the way, and I don't know why. But as you can see, I was blocking the airflow there, and you cannot push these boxes any further. You can push them that way, but you can't push these any further than they already are. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's meant to be like that. I could not find a way around it, but all I did, because you have all of your abilities already, all your godly abilities, all you have to do is make a clone of yourself and then kind of put it in the way of the airstream. So there you have it. I've managed to pull it in just at the right position. It's basically just at the edge of the box. It's just so it blocks the airflow, and it gives you the option, and it opens this door for you. I don't know if that is a feature. If someone's actually managed to figure that out properly and I'm just doing something wrong, let me know down in the comments. But that is the way around it. And now we just need to get over to that platform there. But luckily, the armor I'm wearing allows us to triple jump, so we get the height we need, and we can just glide all the way over. Easy peasy. Get the checkpoint, and moving on to the next task. So yet again, more linked objects. Always make sure you look around first. As you can see, we've got object there, object there. If we spawn that in, we'll have an object there and there as well. So what we want to do, we want to make this go down. We need to make the laser itself go off. So we need to do that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to press this button straight away. Gives us this big box here, and we can actually maneuver this big box around. So we can actually get it to block the laser, because this box is made of metal. So the laser will not harm it. So we just push it in front of the laser. Boom. Gives us some wiggle room with the wooden box there. We can then come over. We want this to fall off right here. So it blocks the airflow, which opens that and drops it down. We can then push this all the way across, so it lines up with that pedestal or platform, whatever. Push this up. And push this that way. I know it makes no sense, but yeah, you are allowed a lot of wiggle room with what actually happens to these boxes when they're on platforms. So we could just push this down now. We just wanted to clear that edge right there. Then we need to move this other big metal box again. So we need to push it all the way down. And then this way. Because we wanted to fall it into that hole right there. So if this hole is actually covered by spikes, so we can't actually put the wooden box down here, but we can actually put the metal box. So what I'm going to do, we just push this one, and it should fall down the hole. Let go, and boom, there you have it. It's now fallen down the hole, and we can now push this box on top of that one. So we can go ahead and do that. And now we need to push this down again. So it blocks the airflow and lifts it up, as you can see. And then we need to push it down onto the pressure plate. So we can just move this one again. And boom, done. Pretty easy, like I said, if you just kind of figure it out, but you don't really need to, because I'm pretty sure in every game all the choices are exactly the same. So you can just follow exactly what I did, and you'll get it done pretty darn easily.
Champion,
but we come to the end,
closer to unlocking the mysteries of Olympus.
And that is Athena's Trial of Mystery. So I hope this helped you out, hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.